What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 Ultimate Team X-Play Squad Builder, and today we're going to be moving on to the last team of the Barclays Premier League, and that is going to be Wigan Athletic. So I'm going to be building a team out of the ex-players of Wigan Athletic, and let's get into it. So I haven't actually got a manager. I couldn't actually find anyone. Well, there was no ex-managers on the from the choice of managers you could pick on FIFA 13. And there was no players who used to play for them and then moved and began a new career of a manager. So I just decided to leave it, and I'm going to be playing the 4-4-2 formation. So let's get into some of the players. So in goal, we've got a fairly decent amount of silver players in this team and a couple of gold. And in goal, we have Chris Kirkland, the player for Sheffield Wednesday in the Empower Championship. He cost me 500 coins and he's a 72 rated keeper, and he's got some fairly decent stats: 85 diving, 73 reflexes and 72 handling, 69 position as well. He's not a bad keeper. There is other alternatives in that league who are probably slightly better, so if you are looking for a fairly cheap keeper, I would go and try him out, see what happens. Moving on to the right back, we got a left back actually, guys, in this position, and that is Taylor from Newcastle, Ryan Taylor. He cost me 2,400 coins, and as you can see there, 69 pace is slightly slow on the left back. 79 is probably like the lowest I'd go. Anything below 70 is probably not that good for a left back. But he's got, as you can see, the rest of his stats are actually fairly decent. If his pace was mid 70s, 80, he would be a really nice card, but unfortunately he has 69 pace. I swear he is fast at in real life. But let's move on to the next players, and the next player we've got, like I said, all of our players are going to be in the 4-4-2, and the next kind of player is going to be Titus Bramble for Sunderland, and he cost me 2,900 coins, and that is because he's got 69 pace, which actually is fairly pacey for a centre back. And the rest of his stats: 74 defending and 78 heading. Overall, he's a fairly decent centre-back, and again, one of the cheaper alternatives for a Barclays Premier League silver player. Moving on to the next centre-back, we've got another silver player, and he plays for Watford, and that is Hall, 66 rated. He cost me 700 coins, and 55 pace, kind of slow, 64 defending and 74 heading, which is pretty nice. Stands at 6'4" as well, so he's probably one of those really tall giants of a player. Moving on to the left back, we have a goal player, and that is Leighton Baines for Everton, one of Everton's key players this season. He's played really well, but he cost me 1,900 coins. He's got 79 pace, 77 dribbling, 71 shots, 77 defending, 78 passing, and as you can see there, most of his stats are in the 70s except his heading, but he's kind of a smallish player, but he's played really well this season, and he's got an informed card as well. Moving on to the midfield, the right mid, we've got another goal player, and that is going to be Antonio Valencia for Manchester United. He cost me 2,100 coins, the Ecuadorian right winger, and he's got 90 pace, 82 dribbling, 70 shot and 79 passing, 4-star skill moves as well, and overall a fairly decent right mid. Valencia is, and Manchester United bought him off Wigan. I'm not quite sure of the sum, but it was a fairly decent signing. He played really well for this season in Wigan. That's why I think he was attracted by wanted by Manchester United. But let's move on to the left mid, and that is another goal player, and that is Charles Nonzobia. He currently plays for West Ham, and he was another player similar to Valencia who played really well in the season, scored quite a few goals, I believe, just played really well, and got bought by a different higher team, but Aston Villa kind of not doing that well at the moment. But he's got 90 pace, 84 dribbling, 72 shot and 70 passing, and I really like this guy. If you guys haven't watched my Road to Gold Around the World series, I've actually brought him up in my BPL team, so if you want to go and have a look, see some in-game gameplay of this guy, definitely go and have a look and see what he's like, see if you want to try him out. I think he's a really good player, 4-star skill moves as well, nothing else you can ask about him, and he's a fairly cheap player, 800 coins. Moving on to the centre mids, I think we've got some silver players, and the first silver player is going to be this player here, Lee Cattermole, again another Sunderland player. He cost me 2,800 coins, and he's got some fairly decent stats: 72 pace, 68 dribbling, 68 shots, 73 passing, 76 defending. He's probably more of those holding centre mids, maybe better as a CDM as well, just because he's got a fairly high defensive stat. I'm not quite sure of his work rates. If he's got a low, like a high defensive work rate, then he's probably better as a holding centre mid. But let's move on to the next centre mid, and that is going to be another goal player, the final goal player of this team, and that is Palacios. Player who plays for Stoke. I did get him in the wrong formation. I couldn't find him in any others. But he cost me 600 coins. He's normally in a CDM as well. So I got him in a centre mid, which is a fairly good buy for me, actually, 600 coins. But again, he's one of those players that are very, very cheap and fills the spot if you're building a cheap budget team. 73 pace, 74 dribbling, 80 defending, 78 heading. That's why he's better as a CDM, and 77 passing. So like I said, he's a pretty solid CDM in this game. Moving on to the final players of this team, the strikers. The first player is going to be a Fulham striker, Silva, and that is Rodallega. He is a Colombian striker, 74 rated, cost me 5,000 coins, and he's one of those players who's probably better as a centre forward, just because he's kind of got lowish pace, 77 pace, 76 dribbling, and 74 shot, 76 in heading as well, so he can win some headers, and overall he's not a bad player. Again, his pace just lets him down, and nowadays in FIFA it is all about the pace. Moving on to the final player of the team, we have another Silver player, plays for Reading, and that is Jason Roberts. He is a Granada striker. I believe he used to be English. I'm not quite sure. I may have got that completely wrong. But he cost me 500 coins, and I haven't actually seen him play this season for Reading. I'm not sure if he's injured or just never gets started. But as you can see, that he's definitely not the best striker. 59 pace, 69 dribbling, 68 shots. I'm not going to go through much else because he's definitely not quite. His stats don't give him any praises at all. But guys, that has been the team. Overall, it cost me. Let me quickly check. Oh, I just calculation. It cost me around 20,000 coins, which isn't bad. It's got some fairly decent players in there. Some like low-rated silver, such as Hall and Roberts, and also you've got the Ryan Taylor's a right back. Also, you got 92 chemistry. That is obviously because we got 2 players out of formation, and I think one of them is that a glitch. One of them's I think that is kind of a glitch. But let me back out just to see it clarify which players have what chemistry. I don't know why it does this, but let's have a quick look. So yeah, as you can see there, Taylor is obviously one main reason why it goes down quite a bit, and also the players not in the right formation. But guys, this has been the team. Remember, if you've got any other players, any players I may have missed, also if you've got any managers or any people I could have put in the manager spot, put that in the comments. If only they still did Steve Bruce as a manager, then we could have put him in, but they no longer do him. This has been the team. Also, any players I've missed, put that in the comments. Remember to hit that like button, and remember to also put any other team suggestions to do in the upcoming episodes of this series. So guys, this has been Chronic. See you next time. Adios!